Hi, everyone. This is the daily weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho for Tuesday, August 15th. It is going to be warming up again, and that really continues through the middle part of the week here, and eventually we'll start to cool things down, but not until we really get to the end of the week and into the weekend. So, overall key points for the next few days, we are continuing to heat up and staying dry across the area. Highs are back in the 90s for most of us today, even hotter as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. The quote unquote cool down begins on Friday, but keep in mind on Friday that means most of us are still pretty close to 90 degrees for afternoon highs. Expecting to stay dry across the area until we get to about Friday. Potentially an isolated shower or storm late Thursday into Friday, but again, Friday kind of marks the start of the bigger changes in the weather pattern for us. So satellite this morning shows, well, not a whole lot still across all of Idaho. Of course, plenty of moisture working its way through parts of the west, or really the southwest. More monsoon moisture down that way. Some of those clouds that you can see working through Utah this morning are going to try their best to work a little bit farther north. So you'll probably see a few more clouds around as we get into this afternoon. But overall, still, again, staying dry and hot as we go through the next couple of days here. Weather risk outlook grid, well, not a whole lot on it for the next day or two. Again, we stay dry and hot today, tomorrow, and really even into Thursday. As some of that moisture starts to work in from the south, late Thursday into Friday, again, that's where you see that isolated chance for a shower or storm, mainly through parts of the southern hills or even southeastern highlands. But again, that's fairly limited, but starting to pick up Thursday night into Friday morning. And then as we go through Friday and Saturday, and even really through the weekend in general, those rain and storm chances are going to continue to increase and become a bit more widespread there. So high temperatures today, most of us are back into the low and mid 90s, so the lower elevations, especially as you get into parts of the Magic Valley where it's well back into the mid and potentially even some upper 90s. Wind gusts as we get into this afternoon, still not too much, anywhere from about 15 to 20 miles per hour. A few isolated gusts up to about 25. It is going to stay dry, though, those minimum relative humidities for afternoons. Some of us could even drop down to the single digits like we saw yesterday, but for the next couple of days, expect most of those to be in the teens to low and mid-20s. As we get into tomorrow, Wednesday, temperatures will start off in the morning right around the 50s to low and mid-60s for most of us, and then we'll be a couple degrees warmer on Wednesday afternoon compared to today. Most of us back in those mid to upper 90s. A few spots will try to make a run at the triple digits by the time we get into Wednesday and Thursday afternoon, again, mainly through parts of the Magic Valley. But the farther west you go, those chances increase, at least the chance to reach the 100-degree mark for afternoon highs. Wind gusts as we get into Wednesday afternoon and evening, again, pretty similar to today, but we'll see a few more spots closer to that 20 to 25 mile per hour mark. And on Wednesday, it's still going to be a dry day for us. More of that moisture, again, doesn't really start working in until late Thursday into Friday. Speaking of Thursday, you'll notice those afternoon temperatures, basically a repeat of Wednesday, although parts of the upper Snake Plain will get a degree or two warmer, again, as that heat works through. But then as we get into Friday, as the high pressure that's been sitting over the area for most of this week starts to move out, that will allow our temperatures to start to drop. And again, more moisture will start to work its way into the area on Friday, so we'll see some increase in cloud cover. That means temperatures will be slightly cooler. Granted, in this case, it means going from the mid and upper 90s to low 90s, some upper 80s. Keep in mind, we'll continue dropping. Then as we get into Saturday, more of us fall back down into the 80s. By the time we get to next Monday and Tuesday, some of us will likely see highs only in the 70s. So a little bit of a cool down coming for us here in the second part of August, but will likely be a bit of a short-lived cool down. So in summary, we're going to continue heating up and staying dry as we go through today and really the next couple of days. It's not until we get into the end of the week and weekend that our weather pattern changes and high pressure starts to loosen its grip on the area, and we'll start to see some more monsoon moisture work its way back in again over the weekend and into early next week. But overall, expect highs to stay in the 90s for the next few days. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, of course, you can always find us via email, give us a phone call, although social media probably the easiest way to get a hold of us. Have a great day.